I think that the liquidity is way more dispersed than ever before. So I don't think we're necessarily going to see a situation where every single coin goes up like crazy, crazy multiples, because there's just too many coins. There's only so much money in the system. I also do think that because of the ETFs, that money is not flowing into other coins like before.
Exactly.
Like it used to be like people bought Bitcoin and then they would rotate Bitcoin into altcoins, right? So you have BTC and they're holding it and then they rotate that into ETH. So ETH is going up, then they rotate that into your mid caps or whatever, right? If this Bitcoin is in an ETF, that money is no longer flowing down the system. Michael Saylor's buys, while it's bullish for Bitcoin, he's not selling that Bitcoin to buy your derivative of a dog coin that launched on Pump Fund.
What's the second best? There's no second best.
Yeah.
So I do think that that does change things drastically, and we're gonna have to see what that looks like, you know, on this next pump. What happens? And even looking at coins right now, if you remember here, what coins were the talk of the town? Inge, Tia, Tau, like all these crazy, like remember these? These seem like they're from 2 cycles ago. This is from not even a year ago.
Yeah.
Where are all these coins now? They're at all-time lows
Tia dying,
versus Bitcoin, whereas you had Fartcoin and then like, so I do think we're going to see much more like secular pumps for certain coins. Maybe we don't see the situation where just everything goes up, you know, insanely.
Yeah. I think that you really hit the nail on the head there with the ETF flows point. I think when they say that this cycle is going to be completely different, I don't necessarily think that that's true. At least we haven't seen anything to suggest that that will be true. I do think that the liquidity will flow differently this cycle, but I think the fundamentals will be the same, which is that strong coins will continue to outperform. You know, coins with the strongest communities, the most active communities will draw liquidity. And the weaker coins that don't possess those things will fall by the wayside. And it's like, you know, we didn't have this supply demand issue last cycle, and yet there are still dozens of coins from the top 100 that don't barely exist anymore. You know what I mean? It's like, so there's always going to be strong coins, there's always going to be weak coins, there's always going to be coins that attract liquidity because they have great use cases, great teams, good projects, whatever it is. And there are always going to be coins that don't do that and therefore, you know, don't survive for the next cycle.